Hi, this is Jessie Blackburn, and this is the podcast for the Writing in Your Disciplines assignment. This assignment sheet right here in front of us articulates the learning objectives and the draft requirements. So we'll start by talking about what the learning objectives are for this assignment. In this assignment, you should write a 5 to 6 page response to writing within your field. You want to locate and share definitions and examples of scholarship in your field, discuss the possible scope of the project, including frame, disciplinary context, format, process, and desired scholarly contribution, and you want to develop an understanding of the process of researching and composing in your field. So here's how you get to that. So draft 1 is a 4-page response, double-spaced, with 1-inch margins and a 12-point font. And this is a response to writing in your discipline, major, or field. The literacy narrative focused on your writerly, readerly life up to this point. However, this project focuses on the writerly, readerly life that you are heading into, given your chosen discipline, major, or profession. Don't forget that part of this process is your response to one peer's draft using full, thoughtful, and supportive feedback. And make sure that you use the peer review guidelines located near the end of the course guide, but also on our As You Learn page beneath the forum where you will be submitting your first draft of this assignment. So as you prepare to research and compose this paper, you want to consider some of these things. What issues in your discipline, major, or field would you like to investigate? This is something of a wish list. What would feel interesting or useful to you personally? If this doesn't trigger anything, then try to answer this. What topic or issues within your major do you most wish to pursue, and why? So this question asks you to consider why you have chosen your major, discipline, or field. After you answer that, then think about this. How? How would you approach it? How would you explore the issue, construct a perspective, document your process or steps in a way that was in alignment with your own best practices for learning? So what kind of scholarly product would you find to address this topic in your field? This question asks you to consider how you plan to pursue your interests in your major, discipline, or field. Then you want to think about where you might see similar interests or projects and contributions being made to your field. Are there academic journals that feature this kind of work? Are there public documents? Does the media intersect with this work? Find 3 examples, locations, artifacts, etc. that demonstrate where this sort of research is housed in your field and how that research is communicated. This question asks you to consider where your research and writing will be located. So you'll want to use at least 3 sources then that would help you answer this particular part of the question. And then lastly, make sure you cite the 3 sources above. Provide an APA formatted list of references, and use those references to help support your understanding of writing in your discipline. Make sure with this assignment that you avoid first person, direct address, and that you use correct spelling, grammar, and mechanics, of course. I want to mention that the APA support resources are located below this assignment sheet on our As You Learn page. So if you find yourself thinking, I don't really know how to do APA formatting, of course, Writer's Help is designed for that. That's the online resource that you purchased for this class, and actually many of you purchased it for English 1000. If you are finding yourself using the Purdue OWL as an alternative to the Writer's Reference or the Writer's Resource, then or Writer's Help, actually, excuse me, then feel free to continue along that line, but just make sure that you are getting the technical support that you need. And please see the resources that I've posted on As You Learn to help you understand the difference between MLA and APA. The grading criteria for this assignment are as follows. Make sure that you wrote 4 pages in response to writing in your field using 3 concrete examples that support your claims. Provide clear examples of each idea discussed. Discuss the possible scope of the project, disciplinary significance, format, and desired scholarly contribution in your field. Start to develop a clear plan and process for choosing a topic and conducting research in your field. Utilize APA format and avoid first person and direct address. Use correct spelling, grammar, and mechanics. and effectively use the peer review guide and craft specific responses to peers' drafts. Now, I also want to remind you that the revised assignment will go in your writing portfolio, and the guidelines for moving from this first draft to the finished product will be posted in the assignment sheet for the final portfolio. Don't forget, this assignment sheet or this assignment is due by midnight on Wednesday, and you will take Thursday then to give peer review feedback to a peer's or in response to a peer's draft of this assignment as well. And please don't forget to use the peer review guidelines for this, and that is located below the forum where you post your draft.